Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Coach Dvo bringing y'all a video. Hey, yo, like the video up for me right now because I be preaching and teaching and I only speak facts. Let's get straight into it. So today I'm going to be talking to y'all about mastering your finances. Now in 2023, everybody should be looking to have multiple sources of income. You should have your finances under control. You should be responsible with your money. So today I'm going to be talking about how to master your finances, how to get control of your life, how to be financially free, how to have access to better choices, and ultimately just how to boss yourself up in general. So let's get into that. So the first point I'm gonna make, guys, is taking your quality of life in your hands, right? Taking accountability. When it comes to getting money, no matter how much money you make, I don't care how old you are, what kind of job you got, what you doing as a side hustle, whatever you trying to do, you know, ultimately you gotta take accountability for how you spending, what you spending your money on, your habits, the things that you engaging with. Like if you go out every single weekend and you know you can't afford to do that, hey, it's okay. It's okay if you're losing your money. You spending your money doing what you want to do, having fun. But at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility for where your money is going. You can't be looking at yourself in the mirror and saying you're not where you want to be without looking first and saying, hey, this is how I'm spending my money, right? You got to get your habits in check. You got to grind and you got to save. And we're going to talk about that later as well. The other thing, guys, is quit trying to look the part, bro. Everybody be trying to go out. They be trying to look like they saucy. You be trying to get fitted. You trying to drive the nicest cars. You be putting yourself in debt, doing shit that you don't need to be doing, trying to look good for somebody else, trying to look good for the next motherfucker. I had a finance teacher one time talking about how they got this Justin mentality, where, you know, it was this show where everybody, it was like this utopian society. Everybody would have the nicest things. You look at your neighbors, they got the nicest cars, they got the nicest jewelry, they house bigger than yours. Now you feeling like you ain't good enough. Consumerism in the first place is looking at somebody else with a product that you want, saying, hey, this improved their life in some way, and now you're gonna feel like you ain't good enough because you ain't got it. iPhone come out every single year. They put out multiple iPhones every single year, and you feel like you ain't good enough because you ain't got the newest iPhone. Because your camera quality ain't a couple pixels better than the next motherfucker. You feel like you need a new iPhone. They just put out the iPhone 15, bro. The only selling point they got for that shit is, oh, it's made out of titanium. But not everybody feel like they gotta go get it because everybody gonna have it. Or nobody wants to fuck with an Android because they don't want their messages to be fucking green. Come on, bro. Like, you don't need to be driving the nicest car to be fly, bro. You don't need to have designer clothes to look good. You know, hey, you know, a lot of us are insecure and we want to master those insecurities. You can't look at somebody else and say, hey, he where I want to be. I want to get like him. You gotta stay in your own lane. And so the whole thing with finances and getting your money right is all about looking where you at, where you want to be, and then taking the steps to get there. It's all about baby steps. See what I'm saying? Now, how do you get there? All right, let me talk to you guys about budgeting. Nobody wants to do budgeting. Nobody wants to write down a budget. Nobody wants to keep track of their finances, but you got to do it. Hey, if you want to have money, one of the key things to accumulating wealth is saving your money, not spending it. So you got to get over your wants. Now, how do you budget? When it comes to budgeting, you got to make a list. You got to write it down. I know so many people that be out here trying to budget in their head and they forget things they got to do. You ever go grocery shopping and you know a couple of things that you want, so you make a list in your head, you get there, you buy all your shit, you pay, you get home and you're like, damn, I forgot something. It's because you didn't write it down, bro. The human mind has a short-term memory. They really like computers, bro. Like if you shut your computer off and you ain't saved that document, it's gone. It's the same thing with your mind, bro. If you try to walk up in somewhere, you try to memorize all these different things, you're gonna forget it. It's like if you studying for a test, you see what I'm saying? The night before, you ain't do no type of studying beforehand. You ain't storing no information in your mind before the test, and you try to cram everything in the night before, you're gonna go to sleep and wake up and forget like 75% of everything you just read. So when it comes to budgeting, you really gotta write down everything. How much is your rent? How much is your bills, your utilities? You gotta pay yourself first. How much is your phone bill, your insurance? Write all that shit down. Write down your check and subtract. It's just a simple equation. You just subtracting how much you got to spend on your needs, on your groceries, whatever it is you got, from how much you making, and whatever's left over is what you got to invest, do what you want to do. You know, they recommend investing like 5 to 10% of your paycheck. Hey, if you ain't got enough to invest, you need to get you a side hustle, or you know what I mean, you got to find other means to make money. It's 2023, bro. There's no way you're not making money online or trying to do something. You could detail cars, you could mow grass, you could do advertising, whatever it is you got to do, bro. Just try and get you some money. You could start a YouTube channel talking about finances, what's good. It's like, you should be trying to make money as much as possible. And if you got money left over, you should be investing that money so it can work for you. Everybody wants a passive income, but nobody want to put the work in for it. You're not going to make a passive income by being passive. See what I'm saying? The way you implement methods of getting a passive income is by being proactive. It's by making a conscious effort. You got to do something. If you really want to have a passive income, you got to build something. You got to have something to stand on and say, hey, this thing's making me money. If you're going to do like selling products off of Amazon, you're trying to have like an online store or something, you can't just make the store, put the stuff up there and then leave it, set it and forget it. No, you got to advertise it. You got to send it out. You got to show people what you're selling. You got to do product reviews. You got to talk, you got to sell it. And then once it's big enough, then other people can spread it by word of mouth. But you got to get it going first. You can't just have you can't just have an idea and expect it to make you money. You got to go out your own way first. And then once that thing is big enough, then it can make you money. Then you can have a passive income. The other point I want to make, guys, you got to start envisioning a better future for yourself. Like we was talking about earlier about investing and saving your money. Like when it comes to saving, like a lot of people don't want to do it, but that's the way you build wealth. I was reading a book called The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, and it was talking about how Warren Buffett, Warren Buffett, everybody know Warren Buffett. You get into investing, he's the first motherfucker you start reading up about and everything. Warren Buffett got a job at a very young age, and he started investing his money at a very early age, and he made about 90%. It was like he got like a net worth of 83 billion right now. Billion, bro. And he's like 93 years old, 94. He made about 82 billion of them dollars after he turned 80. And he been working and investing his entire life. If you go invest in Berkshire and Hathaway, that motherfucker is booming. Everybody invest in that because it don't lose money. When you invest in your money, you need to quit. First of all, y'all need to stop looking at investing like it's a gamble. Like everybody else trying to get into crypto a couple years ago, they was thinking, oh, I'm gonna flip my money. I'm gonna be doing this and that. Y'all motherfuckers will be doing prize picks. I'm talking to y'all. Like y'all be trying to throw in money and make short-term cash quickly. That's not what investing is. Investing is a long-term thing. It's something that you do to set yourself up in the future. Right? Warren Buffett made about 90% of his money after he turned 80. He was investing his entire life. Now, granted, when he was 80, he already had $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? But most of y'all ain't there yet, and y'all ain't even started investing. Like, y'all motherfuckers that's in your 20s, this is the time for you to start investing, bro. This is the time for you to get your finances together. Whatever you got, just start putting it in something. Whatever you got. Stop going out. Stop eating out. Cut out these bad habits. Y'all motherfuckers that vape. Y'all motherfuckers that smoke weed. I'm not saying do what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But if you really trying to save your money, you got to cut out that shit. Because it's not helping you. It's only hurting you. It's not building your wealth. It's putting you in a hole. Motherfuckers be going into debt, over stupid shit that they don't need. Leasing cars and doing this and that. Like, I'm all for building your credit because credit can take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? But if you got bad habits and you're trying to build wealth and you're like, man, I don't got no extra money. I can't do this. I can't do that. That just sounds like excuses to me. You know what I'm saying? If you really about getting your money up, you need to save your money and quit spending it on stupid shit. And you got to start investing. You got to look at stocks. And not just looking at stocks that you think is going to make you money. Looking at stocks and investing in things that you believe in. Reading the company about me and the fact sheet and seeing where they trying to go and what products they selling and who they selling it to. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you don't believe in a company, you shouldn't invest in them. If you don't believe in the product that they selling, you shouldn't invest in them. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's a reflection of you. Whatever you put your money in, it's got to be something you believe in. That way, at the end of the day, even if you lose money, you're saying, man, I still believe in this product. And even if you strike out and you fail, it's like, hey, you're gonna fail. Like, when it comes to investing, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Everybody hear this. You take a finance class. This is the first thing you hear, the first slogan. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But if you're going to put your eggs in any basket, hey, hand select the basket. You feel what I'm saying? Go out and read up on a company. Figure out what it is you want to invest in and put your money in that. The other thing about saving, bros, I know nobody want to do it. But you really got to adopt this set it and forget it attitude. This mindset of, hey, you know what? I just got paid. I paid all my bills. I did everything I had to do. Now you just got to put your money in, invest what you investing in. Set it and forget it. Forget you even did that. I was getting paid once a week. I would get my money, pay the shit I had to pay, and then forget I even had money. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't spend my money. I was living a boring life. And you can say that's boring. You can say, hey, you young. You got to get out there and live. But it's like, bro, you trying to get your money up. You got to make sacrifices. And I was going into work. I was getting paid doing a job I hated. You know, y'all motherfuckers out there working, you trying to pay your bills, you trying to get through school, whatever it is you trying to do, you trying to get out of debt. You just gotta grind through it. You gotta grind through it. You gotta do the job that you hate to do. If you washing dishes, you gotta wash them dishes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the only way you're gonna get out of your situation. You gotta get your money up. And it take money, you gotta spend money to make money. You know what I'm saying? So you get your money up, and then you get into good habits. You know, I was going into work full time, I was going overtime, I was grinding. You know, I would get paid, my money would come in. Every Friday I was getting paid on a weekly basis. And then I would pay whatever I had to pay, and then I'd forget that I even got paid. Whatever was left in my account just sat there. I wouldn't look at my account. If I needed something at the store, I would check. I would always check in my account before I walked in, and I would round up. When I'm in the grocery store, bruh, if something costs $4.30, I round up to $5. That's my tip for y'all, bro. When you go to the grocery store, if something costs $4.59, it's $5. You see what I'm saying? But it was like I was getting paid, my check would hit, I'd be like, cool, I got paid, and then I would do the shit that I had to do. I would invest whatever I could, and then I would forget that I had any money left in there. I would invest my 10%, and I would just leave it. I wouldn't check. I wouldn't be window shopping. Y'all motherfuckers gotta stop window shopping, bro. That's the other thing. Y'all be going on these websites, looking at all these things that you want, that you could have if you stop spending your damn money. See what I'm saying? Like, y'all be going looking at this jewelry and these shoes and these clothes and all these different things that you want. It's like, bro, that shit not helping you. And all it's doing is creating this urgent want that you can't fulfill because you ain't got no money. So the first thing you're gonna do when you have enough is go spend all that shit. Now you broke again. Make that make sense to me. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this video up right here, man. All I'm gonna say is, hey, take control and be disciplined. You know, set achievable goals. Write down what you want to do with your money. Keep control of your finances. And just slow down, bro. Slow down. Take your time. You ain't gonna get rich tomorrow. You're not. I know nobody wants to admit that. Everybody wants to be like, hey, I can get rich tomorrow. You're not. Take your time. Put your money in the things that you believe in and work for it. And keep working for it. You know, but that's all I got to say, man. Hey, if you enjoy this type of content, bro, like the video, subscribe, share it with everybody that you know, run me up. You know, I'm trying to grow in 2023, man. But that's all I got to say. I'm out. Peace. Home invasion was persuasive.